Now, I'm going to try to give in a reaction. Well, it's not technically a reaction because I already heard the song when it dropped now, which is 11 hours ago. And that's to Joey's badass song. Sorry, not sorry. I already listened to it now. I think at least 3 or 4 times. Excellent song. Great song. You know what I mean? Great lyricism all the way through and through. I mean, the beat is on point. Then it has a switch up at the end. But I am a little bit confused about something. I am. Sorry, not sorry. Okay. Okay. Uh-huh. That's something he had to do. Okay. That right there. That right there. Might delete later. I know damn sure that Joey won. Woo! You know he won't. Might delete later. I know damn sure that Joey won't. And that right there is my only problem with the song, or not a problem, but my only question with the song. Might delete later. Who came out with the album last year during the middle of the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef? It was J. Cole. The name of the album was Might Delete Later. Who did J. Cole take shots on when he dropped the diss record on that album? It was against Kendrick Lamar. So, and then he goes on, and the hook of this whole Joey Badass song, Sorry Not Sorry, is Sorry Not Sorry. Who goes on to apologize during the beef? You guessed it, none other than J. Cole. He apologized, and since he's done that, the hip hop community has not forgiven Mr. Jermaine Cole. And because of that, you know, and it's always been predicted that J. Cole, people going to be throwing shots. He's going to be catching all type of stray bullets for years. You know, like this right here was expected. But here's the problem I have with the Joey Badass song is that it does not have an email address to send her. So you sitting up here, you know, and even when he goes on later on the song, you know, he drops some references to the West Coast. I'm 10 toes down or some shit like that. You know, like with the whole song, the only problem is, you know, there's a whole format written out. There's a written letter. There's an email typed out. You typed out an entire email. It's all typed out, you know. But when you press send, who is the receiver of that email? My only problem with that is that, you know, and I think Jay Black, he said it beautifully earlier. You wrote a letter, but there's no address on it. You know. And you know, and if I'm J. Cole, I'm taking this, you know, hey, as a shot personally. Now we know for years that J. Cole been going around saying he's the greatest rapper alive, and I wish a nigga would. I body somebody. I do this. I do that. I kill every MC. You know, my lyricals better. Who's better than me? J. Cole been for years. For years, I murdered any one of you niggas every day of the week. You know, for years, dropping bars and, you know, shitting on motherfuckers in the rap game. For years, just stomping on them. boom, 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 stomping on them for years. You know, he's been touting the greatest MC, the greatest rapper, you know, come and challenge me, you know, for years. You know, I wish you would, you know, so I could show you, you know, make an example, you know, for years. Put him on the guillotine for years. J. Cole is great, magnificent MC, you know, he could beat anybody, he could battle anybody, the best lyricist. You know, whose bars is harder than J. Cole? Nobody, for years. He been saying this for years. And then you got Joey Badass. I don't know if it was intentional. But from a listener's perspective, yo, straight shots. Bap, bap, bap. Flag on play, flag on play, flag on play. Foul, foul, foul. Stop the show. J. Cole, straight bullet. Bow. So now the question remains, what is J. Cole gonna do? You know, is J. Cole gonna respond? Do we need to put J. Cole on the clock? Was the lyrics, was the bars intentional? Again, I told you, my only question is who's the receiver of this email? The email was sent, but it was sent anonymously. You know what I mean? Should the West Coast respond? You know, like if I'm looking at, like I say, I'm looking at it actually from the outside. And as a hip hop head and a hip hop fan, I just don't know who the song was addressed to. You know, should we put J. Cole on the clock? From a hip hop perspective, it looked like it was more shots took at J. Cole than anybody. Which brings another perspective. This may be a good battle for J. Cole. You know, he apologized during the Kendrick beef. For years, he's been saying he'll battle any MC, he'll beat any MC. For years, he's been touting, ain't nobody greater than me. You know, J. Cole, I stomp on you, you know. I take these MCs and throw them in the ditches. For years, he's been saying, so this might be a good battle for him. This right here, it might be a good battle for him. A good, you know, and academics even said it a long time ago. J. Cole, after the apology and the whole beef and everything, and the way hip hop is looking down upon him right now, he might have to catch a body. So here's the perfect opportunity. In steps Joey Badass. In steps Joey Badass. Now J. Cole, perfect opportunity. You know, was he taking shots at Daylyt? I didn't hear anything from a fan's perspective where he took shots at anybody on the West Coast. We know the first song that he dropped, you know, that got everybody in the uproar was The Ruler's Back. You know, everybody glazing West Coast niggas. Too much glazing of West Coast niggas. You know, and then you got everybody on the West Coast dropping diss tracks at Joey Badass. You got Daylyt dropping diss tracks. You even got what's this reactor name? Curtis King dropping diss tracks, and he's a content creator, a commentator. You know, does commentary on a lot of hip hop related subjects. So who's this aimed at? And this is a good battle. This is a good test for J. Cole. Will he respond? Do we need to put J. Cole on the clock? My guess is we might have to. At the end of the day, this battle makes sense for J. Cole, and J. Cole may need this battle as much as Holyfield needed Mike Tyson back in the day, during that era. You know, you can go and watch the video and you can find it on YouTube. But Evander Holyfield talked about how he needed Mike Tyson to plateau his career. He needed Mike Tyson. You know, so this may be a situation to where J. Cole, you need this body. Here, I present to you, Mr. Jermaine Cole, a feast. I present to you, Mr. Jermaine Cole, J. Cole, a feast. Here's the feast. The feast name, the name of this dish is Joey Badass. Tailor made specifically for you. Right there. You know, because it doesn't have an address on it. And the letter looked like it's lost in the mail. It's a letter that was sent out that was lost to the mail, in the mail. And it's not directed specifically at anybody. It's not direct enough for me. You know, what did Kendrick say? If I catch flight, it's gonna be direct. It wasn't direct. It was put out there. The way it was put out there, you interpret it how you want to interpret it. And if the shoe fits, wear it. That's how it was put out. That's how the email was sent. That's how it was put out. You know, if the shoe fits, if you think I'm talking about, wear it. Wait 1 second. Why does this always happen? Sorry about that, but I had to take that call. But what was I saying? We got this letter here that's lost in the mail. You know, I found this letter. I see this letter. You know, it doesn't even have an address on there. It's just a letter. It's a mail. We know who the sender is. The sender is Mr. Joey Badass. But as a hip hop head, who's the receiver? Like we have this letter, who's the receiver? You know, and all the clues say, oh, Mr. Jermaine Cole, Mr. J. Cole, it was sent to you. I think this letter was sent to you. You know, it's not direct. We don't know, but all the references points to you. You know, sorry, not sorry, you know. Might delete later, not me. Might delete later, not me. So I think this letter got lost in the mail, and I think it belongs to J. Cole. It's Underground Perspective. Checking in, I'm checking out.